Oh, I'm frozen. Okay. Hello, hello, good evening, and how is everyone? How are you, Bio?
I am great. I had a wonderful talk with my mother. It reinvigorated my soul and love
Oh, what y'all talk about?
uh the topic of this half of the century right now with the with P Diddy,
Oh,
because
okay.
she's in her 40s, so she definitely had a lot to say because she uh late 40s, so she had a lot to say about Diddy and got a new perspective from it.
I'm sure she did have a lot to say. I'm sure she did.
Hmm.
Well, a lot of people have been asking me, Alex, why are you moving to Philadelphia? And tonight I figured, well, why not just show you? Why
Hmm.
not just show you? So here we are. This is why I'm moving to Philadelphia. This
And
is why.
Alex, I
Now,
want.
hold on. Now, not this specific house. I did not buy
Oh,
this house. Everybody calm the hell down. Did not buy this house. But one, it is kind of affordable. Like it's 435. So with 20% down, which would be about 80, you're paying 24 a month for a 5 bedroom, 3 bath. Now, however, with this Joker, now she's cute, but
mhm.
she's 2,200 square feet, which is a little small for a 5 bedroom, 3 bath. I would say go on and make it a 3 bedroom, 3 bath. And that's
Mm.
why this is the Auntie Abode, because an auntie knows how to be like, girl, we're gonna have to actually do something with this Joker. But she's got curb appeal, she's giving you colonial, she's giving you stately, she is giving you affordable. She is giving you affordable. Now, in other major metros, even in Atlanta, you're gonna be paying more for this.
Mm.
But here you're only 2 hours from the city. New York City, that is.
Oh, what about Philadelphia? You don't want to
Oh,
be
that's
in
the
that.
thing. You have Philadelphia and you have New York.
Gotcha. But this actually looks really good, Alex. Like you have good taste. Like I love a brick. You know, even if it's not like real brick, just the appearance wise. And
But
okay,
yeah, but look at this. Like, no, this is where you see now we've got stairs.
yes.
We've got a lot of stairs. We've got 3 floors. And this is why it's like, okay, she's stately, but a lot of this is dining room. Now you've got a huge dining room, great for entertaining. This is also a turnkey kitchen.
Mm.
I love a turnkey kitchen where you can renovate when you need to, but I don't want to have to walk in and tear stuff down. Now, if you want to do that, I have some properties that I can show you. But I figured since this is a video that I want people to watch, I don't want to show you the apartments that you can smell through the pictures.
Oh God. Mm. Oh, Alex, you could. Have you ever thought of going through like these sorts of websites and like seeing the more interesting
I have thought
abode?
about it, but I worry about copyright.
That
Now,
too.
because I'm like, because I am describing the properties, I should be okay. But
Mhm.
also, like, I'm only going to show things that are, glowing, at least on this episode. But maybe I will do a smelly showing one day.
Yeah, like I feel like you can like Housewives, you can read a house down and see what kind of tenants it had and be like, "Oh god, you guys no take." Like I've been on those at least apartments, and sometimes I'm like, "What? What is going on?"
Now, this would make for a delightful office or studio
You.
or nursery or
Yeah,
pet room.
this was like on the side where it's like I thought it was like almost like a guest room.
This could also be a garden room,
Mm. Mhm.
a craft area,
Ooh.
a he or she shed, a they or a they space.
What's that? Sorry.
Well, it's a he or a she said shed, but they call them they spaces. At least that's what I heard.
Roger. Okay.
Now we've got lovely French doors in here.
Oh.
I actually also I have to say I like the chocolate couches. I would actually
Mhm.
keep those. Now you can put in a real light fixture rather than the lamp tip,
Mm-hmm.
but this is a lovely warm living room.
Yes, the coloring is like even just the walls and the flooring, like a
Now
nice.
this is your guest powder room. It's tiny, but it's a guest powder room. It's
Mhm.
also it's giving that like, colonial feel that you're going to get from a lot of the houses here.
Mm.
A true sunroom, a true solarium
Wow.
with
True
fireplace.
abode.
Your stairs are now these are stairs that you can ascend or descend, giving look, giving glamour.
Yes.
Those are stairs. Hold on, where you would drape yourself. You see, I would now. If I'm going to be on those stairs like this, I'm going to be draped
Mhm.
in the winter, maybe giving a hood, and lantern, a little tall with it, maybe, or I could definitely see a stole style wrap as I
Mhm.
saunter. These are
Yes.
sauntering stairs, not slither like Wendy from Potomac, but saunter.
She does have a slithering appeal to her, so but these are nice stairs. I'm getting to the point of my
Now,
life where I like a stair.
you've got an interesting double bedroom here, and you
Mm,
could remodel. And this is why it's 5 bedrooms, but it's like this is 2 bedrooms, I guess,
yeah.
in one. So you could turn this into one fabulous bedroom.
Like someone had twins or something.
Yeah. Or if you have twins, there you go.
Yeah. Mhm.
Or that could be more room for dogs. You've got a
Mhm.
desk cubby. Now, I don't mind the sky paint in there. I just wish someone had done it well.
Yeah, the clouds, they're a little sad looking.
It's like someone did it themselves and it looks it.
And the white, like, bare walls, not for me.
Exactly. You've got stained glass in the bathroom. The sink could be updated, but this is still a
Hmm.
lot of great space. And then like a private uppity stairs. Great for an au pair
Okay.
or office space. This looks like it was a nursery.
Yeah. Oh, I like that color on that bathroom.
And then you've got a little outside area. Now I'd figure out how to put a hot tub there.
Yes.
But let's say you want something different. Let's say you want an apartment.
Mm.
So let's look over at this. Now this is 349, 2 bedroom, 2 bath, 1,300 square feet. So we've got a better balance of space with this unit.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Lexi.
2 bath, 2 bed. But I think this one is more spread out better.
Exactly. Now look at her. And they've staged it wonderfully.
Yes. They said I want to sell this in a hot minute. Like, not even.
And this is okay. Let's also hold on. Let's get the monthly payment for this Joker. Now we have a $360 HOA, so our monthly payment is $23.55.
Okay.
So we've got a lovely living dining, stately door. Okay, we've got an office that's giving. Oh, those shelves look built in.
Oh,
Those shelves look built in, don't they? Look built in.
they do.
Built
I
in.
Yeah, you think? No, a little more
Yeah,
square.
honey, those look like built-ins to me.
Oh,
Because where are you going to take those if you move?
exactly.
Yeah, and the way it looks like seamless with the it's not a base, it's not a baseboard, but the
Hmm.
molding on the ceiling, that's what it is, molding. It's
Gotcha.
flush with the molding. It looks like a built-in to me. We've got a
Hmm.
bedroom, another bedroom. I love the doors in this place. These doors are
Yes, they're like a strong. I don't want to say a mahogany or
oak,
oak. Yeah, like a good wood. Like
a good wood door that it's like, okay, you close that door, you're not going to hear everybody.
Hmm.
Oh, and here it is without the furniture. All right.
Hmm.
Okay, look at AI. Look at AI. Now, this is what we should use AI for because this shows you what it's like with some furniture and then what it's like empty.
Exactly. That's AI for good.
You got a fireplace
Okay. Does it say if it's actual gas
working.
or?
We'll read that in the listing.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this bathroom isn't bad. No
Mm,
window. That's a little concerning. Not a drop ceiling.
yeah.
Not a drop ceiling. Okay, to see, but you can fix it because it's yours.
Yeah. Hmm.
You can pick that ceiling up.
Oh yeah, like I'm
Mm-mm.
short and even I would feel a little claustrophobic. I feel like you and Chris would bang your heads on it.
Oh yeah. Okay, that's enough out of you. All righty, let's check out. Now this one is 265 in Rittenhouse Square. It's got a higher HOA with 625 a month, but you still have a 2100 a month payment.
Mm-hmm.
And so you're right there. Okay, no, that's cute. So you're right there. So you are giving high floor, high view.
Oh wow. Okay. Top floor.
You are on the 21st floor. So if views are your thing,
Mm-hmm.
breathtaking is the only word I think I can describe. Uninterrupted cityscape.
Yeah.
You've got a new kitchen, nice cabinets, dishwasher
Mm-hmm.
right by the door. We're not wasting a bunch of space on a kitchen because we don't need to.
Mm-hmm. I mean it is 36 square feet. So yeah.
This is a perfect Auntie pied a terre.
Yes. One dog or one cat. Mm-hmm. You invite your friends for brunch.
This is a I don't like people in my house. Because there's a bunch of people that like, oh, this is perfect, and nobody can ask to stay over. One bed, one bath. If you need to let somebody sleep on the couch for a night, and I know some people that will get a love seat, be like, oh,
Mm.
there's no space for you, boo boo.
Don't even
So
think.
if you don't want people, oh, Mel NYC is here. Thank you for joining us,
Hello there.
Mel. So I am going
Hey,
back
how
into
you
real
doing?
estate and I'm showing you the listings in Philadelphia because this is why I'm going back in. These are listings that are lovely and also real people can afford them with regular jobs. Like in New York, where everything is $80 million, I don't
Mhm.
know that many multimillionaires that trust me with a very large purchase. And by that many, I mean any.
Well, you know what? I was going to say hello to you on the panel. I was seeing that you were looking at the real estate, and you're right. In New York City, I feel like you almost got to be obsessed with real estate here. You got to be, because if you go out there in a casual way, then you get eaten up. It's very competitive. So what I do, that's why I called in because I see you looking at all this real estate. What I do is I go to exactly where you're at now to Zillow. I did this. I kind of move around sometimes just when I get bored. So I go to Zillow and other places and I schedule a viewing. and you're not connected to the realtor at that time, but you want to. So before I go to the viewing, I research the property. I really research like crazy the property, even if I could find the property manager or the owners, because if I like it, I want to reach out to them real quick, and I write a cute little email and all that kind of stuff. And if I get contact with them, I would try my best to contact the managers and the owners if I can, very hard. If I can't, I'll go through the realtor because the last time I went to I found an apartment that I'm, currently in. I used a realtor. He was new. He actually was a part of the LGBT community. He was new to the game, and I basically kind of was, we worked together really well. And I referred him to other people. But yeah, you research the property if you can before you view anything, so you can know the people and you can cut out the realtor because sometimes you don't have to pay the fee. You don't have to pay the real estate fee, but they have all the best locations. So you definitely got to work the realtor. But I do the same thing you do. I look through Zillow, I view it in person, and then I try to research the property to talk to the people in charge if I can. If not, I'll work the realtor for a little bit.
Okay. Alex, real quick. So you say you're moving out of San Francisco. If you can, like, is San Francisco's like viewings and or their listings not as great as Philadelphia or New York, or
Is it
They
cheap?
aren't as affordable.
Mm-hmm.
And so I know my audience. I know, like, because that's who I'm selling to. Um, and I would say the first thing is they're not that affordable. The second thing is the majority of my audience is on the East Coast. And also, I do not have to have a car to move these properties, and I would have to have a car to do real estate out here. And cars are $47,000, as we were looking last and found out last night. Like the cheapest you're going to get for anything decent is like 35, so that really eats into your profit margins.
yeah.
So wait a minute, the properties you're looking at for now, are these the ones you're trying to sell, the ones you're trying to, think
No,
about?
these are proper. These are. I'm showing these listings because these are the type of properties that I'm going to be selling when I'm in Philadelphia. I'm
Oh,
not
okay.
looking at these for me.
Oh, you said I came in at a certain point. Okay, so you're looking at properties that you're a realtor.
Yes.
Oh, I didn't know. I thought you were just the YouTube, commentator. I didn't know you. So you moving to Philadelphia to sell to do real estate there.
Yes. And also I'll be closer to New York, so Chris and I can do live pop roast and
Mm-hmm.
just other opportunities.
Yeah, that means that on the weekend, so when you do your shows on Saturday and stuff, you actually can be in his apartment or he can be in your, place in
Yeah,
Philadelphia.
like we'd be able to do like a lot, like a show together, like once a month, like where one of us would like go and see the other one. Or
Okay.
we could do like a live show in New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. So how long you live in on the West Coast?
4 years. It was cute.
Yeah.
Oh,
Like right after the pandemic.
you said after the pandemic?
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I moved during the pandemic.
Mm, I did too. Wow. Okay. Well, listen. I mean, you thinking about you gonna be wrapping all this up, moving to Philadelphia before the election?
It will be around that time. I might be able to make it to the inauguration.
Oh,
Mm.
oh, you want to get? You can't probably get. Could you get tickets this time?
Ah,
So
oh
after.
God, yeah. I guess you do. I mean, I feel it's the National Mall. How are there going to be tickets for that?
Mm-hmm.
Like,
You
I feel
probably.
like you just go outside and stand.
Mm.
Oh, or yeah, that.
And also, I'll be at a bar sitting somewhere. Like,
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it comfortable. I'll go, but I'm going comfortable.
Well, you see now, you see, for me, I believe we have to have a reason to go because I've not watched the polls. I tried to stay away from the because it goes up and go down. So I'm a little like, oh Lord, I'm a little nervous. So
They're saying it's a, it could go either way kind of thing, but
Jesus.
that kind of with every for the past like 3 ones, so
Mm.
they'll see.
Yeah, well, yeah. So that's why I'm not even thinking about these functions as far as the political groups or meetings or whatever. Because I'm like, oh, I don't know. I'm not sure how it's going to turn out. I'm like, oh, so
Uh-huh.
yeah, I would
Right.
be.
Ah.
I'm thinking positive. I'm manifesting positivity.
I'm praying every day too. I truly am. I'm like, oh, but I don't know if I'll be public outside that day. I just want to be vibrating in my little bubble and just hope. Sometimes what sometimes I do. If I'm really nervous, I will turn the TV off at around 7 or whatever day. I'll turn it off and then I'll go to bed and just I don't wake up with the good news. So I try to. That's the best because if I sit up all night, I'm like, oh,
Yeah.
it'll
I
get
mean,
me
I
too
would
nervous.
then at night because honestly, I have nothing else to do, and I'll be too stressed out trying to go to sleep. So I might as well stay awake.
But
Now,
these,
Mel, I want to ask you, your opinion on this apartment. Now, this is for sale in Philadelphia. Now, this is about 800 square feet, 242. So your 7-Eleven HOA, so 2,100 a month. Now, what would this, and this is like in a nice area. This is in Center City. So this is like the gay downtown center district. What would this go for in Manhattan?
oh, and Manhattan. I was about to say Queens. In Manhattan, you know what? I could say maybe 542 probably.
Yeah, I figure about that.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And then, but where? Where would it get 542?
Um, maybe the Upper West Side, or because when it gets to
Upper
Chelsea,
East. That would be Upper East, east of Lexington or on Lexington,
yeah,
but
because
not Upper West. This would be 800.
well, it could be. I mean, because the street, it seems for me when I was looking around, it just seems like it's sometimes a hit or miss on the West Side. The East Side is very expensive. Soho, Chelsea, all those places, it would be above 500,000. That's for sure. But I don't know. I guess when I think of Manhattan, I think West Side is where you get some deals, or you get some wiggle room a little bit. But other places, yeah, it'd definitely be over 500,000.
So, if I can ask a question real quick, is the gay scene in this area, like you said, this abode is it real big in Philly, or because I'm not aware of?
I'm not like I'm not a huge expert. I know that's where the neighborhood is.
Gotcha.
Um, but I mean, it's not going to be as big as New York, but they definitely have their own thing going on. But also, New York is only 2 hours away,
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
or an hour and a half on the Acela.
Mm-hmm.
Or wait, it was a half an hour on JetBlue.
What, or even that, because I can find it cheap. Although I would rather take a train because by the time you go through airport security and all of that, it's just easier to get off at Penn Station and then I'm right where I need to be.
Okay. Oh, wait a minute. I was going to say between you and I'm sorry, and Chris, do you drive? That might be the thing too for you because you're so close.
I don't know if I would want to get a vehicle.
Mm-hmm. Or even to rent a car for like one of those weekend trips you want to do.
I feel like I would rather take the train. I would
Okay.
say that's like why I want to live in Center City is so that I'm not far from the train,
Mm-hmm.
so that I can just take my little duffel bag and take the train. And then I wouldn't want to because I wouldn't want to park in New York.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wouldn't want to park in New York. I wouldn't want to deal with the traffic going to and fro. No, I would not like driving. I would rent a car to go to an amusement park,
Mm-hmm.
but not to New York City because the traffic alone, no. And then trying to find a place to park, then I'd have to pay for a lot, which would be as much as a damn hotel.
Shoot.
Oh, now
Yeah.
this is cute. It's giving me Amityville horror,
Oh,
but this is cute, and this is 400,000, 4 bedroom, 2 bath, 2,200 a month.
So you know what you said.
Wynwood.
You said Amityville, but some of the some of the selections you made tonight, whatever, some of them, because it's Pennsylvania, it was giving me 6 cents a little bit because I'm seeing that little boy go around and say I see dead people
Oh, well,
because
that was set in Philadelphia, so that
yeah,
makes sense.
I know Philadelphia has a history of that kind of active spirituality, movements and stuff. So I'm thinking when I look at this, I'm like, oh Lord, but it's beautiful, but It's definitely reminded me of Sixth Sense a little bit with these different.
The Northeast just generally more quote unquote spiritual because they had like the Salem witch trials and all.
You did you
So
ever see the American Horror Story Roanoke? I guess one of the seasons where they went to Virginia and the whole colony was just disappeared. You know, and that's actually based on a true story.
yeah, yeah.
So, mhm.
I didn't see it, but I know that story. Like I actually had to do it in elementary school, a paper on it. It was kind of
Mm.
weird why I was doing that so young, but we had to do the research, and it's pretty interesting. Yeah,
Mhm.
find those people.
Oh yes.
Ooh, and right next to the fireplace. Yes.
I'd have to redo that fireplace because oh god, that Mitch Mac Stone is giving me all kinds of a headache.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
know what it's giving me? It's giving me Giselle.
I was about to say that. Oh my god, I was about to say that.
I
I
know.
was about to say this is as unstylish as Giselle. No, oh yeah, we got to get rid of
Right
that.
next to the
Yes.
window. Okay.
Oh my god, that is an eyesore, just like her marriage.
Hmm.
But cute French doors.
Yeah. Oh, much smaller than I thought. Okay, this
Oh, okay, kitchen. But a
Well, not,
white
come on
refrigerator?
now, not a white. Come
I
on,
got
that
Not a
about
white refrigerator.
Lord
And
have
as
mercy.
somebody that had a white refrigerator, I will say here is why I am against a white refrigerator.
mm-hmm.
As someone who had one, they get so motherfucking nasty. It
Yes.
doesn't make any sense.
Yeah. And you see that stove as far away as it is, it'll still get nasty from it.
Your I had a white stove too. It just like they collect gunk. I
Yeah.
have stainless steel now. It has black paint on the top. It does not get anywhere near as dirty as my white refrigerator, my white stove did. My refrigerator, I cleaned it twice in a year. The stainless steel doesn't collect dirt, doesn't collect dust.
You know what I find too in those refrigerators, and I know it may not be the best thing to talk about now because the cold cuts are, not good for people. But I find when you put your food in those refrigerators, they don't keep it safe, because you can put things in the bowls on the shelves. They don't keep it like it's supposed to. So yeah, those refrigerators are not really good for people's stomachs. So yeah, the white refrigerator is not good. Looking at it is also not good keeping your food safe. Oh, in my opinion, I mean, maybe that one works,
I
but
mean, don't they come from a time where asbestos was like all over the homes of America?
mhm.
Yeah, I don't trust it.
Okay, Teal.
Yes,
Yes.
yeah.
Cool.
Come on,
But this is a lovely bedroom, beautiful tree views,
yeah, they would give that's giving me Miami Vice
two
right there.
closets.
Okay. I love these windows.
And any couple could afford, I mean, a lot of single people could afford
Mhm.
this, but a couple could afford this with ease.
Mhm. Even with the kid.
Exactly. And so
Mhm.
I'm like, I would much rather go where I can sell properties like this, where I'm like, I can actually show you something you would want,
Mhm.
than show you a shack on a fault line for $850,000.
Come on, Shaq. Now let's say now with this property. So I'm not into real estate. I've been the person looking at properties, and I'm not a seller like you are. But I'm just thinking right now, if you was to see this, or the other property or these properties, do you as a realtor have to come up with your own story? That you have to have in your mind. So when you go out and you tell people the good parts about it, what you see about it, you're not just going to say, "Hey, look at this." You got to have like a vision, and then you have to, tell it to the client.
No, because I'm not an interior designer.
Mm.
You see,
What
so
I do is I take them to the property, I answer their questions about it, but I watch their reaction. And as soon as you see them starting to place furniture, that's when it's like, okay, they can see themselves here.
Okay. So the other property that you show, what we talk about the fireplace, in my mind, I think, oh, this might be good for young people who, want to grow a garden, want to be, more organic. I already, in my mind, I can see
It's Philadelphia. The growing season ain't that long.
Uh,
but you had a
yeah.
lot of space
Like,
there, and also you got a lot of room. So who knows what you could do. And that it looked like, it might not just be for old people, it might be for other people. You can, even start a YouTube channel. Who knows? With all that space around there.
And
Yeah.
also, I'll be able to finish college since I'll be 2 hours from New York because
Okay.
I stopped going to school in the middle of the pandemic, and I'm like, oh yeah, I need to finish that.
Mm-hmm. You just going for your bachelor's or your master's, Alex?
Bachelor's.
Yeah, same.
Ouch.
But this one seems like
Now this is a high-end auntie.
uh-huh.
This is high-end. She's 25, but 36, 3346 a month HOA, so not bad. But if you need light, if you need views, and you've just sold your home, this is for you.
I just don't like the space looks nice. Just the furniture they're showing, not for my taste, to be honest, but a little too.
A little to IKEA.
Oh,
It's a little too industrial. It's giving office, not home.
that office. Yeah.
And so it's like, but if you could imagine this redone, it can give warmth.
Yeah.
It can give drama. I mean, all we need is a drape, even if it's not pulled, just a drape and a curtain to warm up that window. We need larger statement art. I feel we could use a mirror in here. We need color for the couches. We need pops of color everywhere.
I would love to change the fixtures. That fan. I see. For me, I don't like the black in it, like the black, the window and that beam above the paint thing, all that black. I don't know. It just is like, it looks like.
You could paint that. You could paint that.
Yeah.
Or mirror it.
Mm-hmm. So that color from the window to that thing and the fan, it throws something off for me.
I do like these vents on the top, like on the ceiling. It gives character to it,
It looks like a loft.
Mm-hmm. And is that like storage, like some storage space on, like near the kitchen?
I think you go around and that's the bed nook. Yep.
Oh,
yeah, that's the bed nook.
That's actually pretty cool. Like, just have some walls to give
Exactly. It's giving a little privacy, but this apartment is just for me.
Yes. Yeah, this one is the one to say, I don't really like guests, but you can come by for an hour or two to have
This is a great dinner party apartment. And also this could work for single, like it can work for whoever wants to make it work for them. Let's get that straight. But I would definitely I would see myself in something like this, like swinging single, or couple where we both kind of have our own places, but we spend a lot of time together.
What was that phrase you used to say? Like, back down. It's like a Sex in the City quote. Like they're going through scenes.
What?
You used to say quote that sounded like what you just said. Like, now back downtown or something.
Oh, meanwhile, across town.
Yes, that's what it sounded like. This is the
a meanwhile across town boyfriend.
Yes.
I love a good meanwhile across town. But yeah, this but they have so many options for, and also I would say this would be great for empty nesters that want pied-a-terre. These are starter home prices. If you want it, well, $396 is a little high for starter home, but still, it's like you can get into the market. Let's see. This is a little similar, but this is 2-bedroom, 2-bath. Beautiful building, downtown convenience, and it's giving loft.
Okay.
And there's a lot you can do to make this space warmer and brighter. One, like get rid of that gray and whatever that other color is on the walls. We could do better with that refrigerator. Okay, I don't know why they have that island on wheels, but wheel that shit on out.
Yeah.
Right. It looked like everything's just clumped up in the corner right there. It's like
Uh-huh.
it's all
But
just.
but those windows are stunning.
Is that a wall right there in front of the windows are cute. Yeah.
You're getting city views.
Oh, this is nice. And it's just single like
This is
room.
a 2 bedroom, so we've got one sleeping up here.
Oh. Oh, that's nice actually.
And you can overlook. Okay, the bathroom's a little dated.
Mhm.
Yeah. Oh,
Mhm.
that toilet, that sink. Oh yeah. Mhm.
Okay, and then you've got the other sleeping area underneath.
Mm. Okay, okay, I see it. It's cute.
That could be a cute little guest room.
Mm-hmm.
That
Mm-hmm.
could be I want to have a friend over or my kid's gonna come to visit.
Yes, this is
Nieces and nephews. Washer and dryer. All right.
That's good. I mean, I think that's always good to have in your unit.
even the houses, or at least we didn't go through
Oh,
those.
that's cute. The lobby and everything.
Oh, okay, they show that too.
Mm-hmm.
That's,
Hmm.
and I'm guessing also, Alex, you probably will be telling like, uh, especially if you get parents, the school areas, or I guess, or do you want to go sell those types of houses?
I mean, okay. One, like, there's a lot of laws in which you cannot discriminate against people because they have children or they're married or they're not married. Um, so I will have an area that I work in because in real estate you have to really know the area that you're working in and that takes time. So first I'm focusing on the center city area and then and also on 1 bedrooms and studios because those are also the easiest to move with when you've got more bedrooms, more people, you've got more moving parts. So that's what I will be focusing on at first. So I don't think I will be dealing with that as much. But as I move up and move and start dealing with bigger apartments, then yeah, I'll be dealing with people's with what school district. But all I can tell you legally is what school district you're in, and then I can't say anything else legally about that school district. Like I
Yeah.
can't tell you it's a safe neighborhood or not. Like there's so many restrictions on stuff like that. So a
Oh,
lot of that stuff, it's like I don't even have to really worry about. I can just say, "Oh, you're in this school district," and that's legally all I can tell you. And I can say if you're interested in private schools, these are the other private schools in the area. But that's all I can say. I can't say what's good or what's bad.
Now you
oh,
see on TV shows that you always see the realtor people, not on the
oh,
reality shows, but on like different TV shows. You see the lady or the man say, "Oh, this neighborhood's the best. It's an upcoming neighborhood. They got the best school district. The dinner, the food is, they should be just going on." I'm like, "Oh, that's cute. They just really, laying out the picture." So you're saying that's make believe that basically in real life it's against the law to be selling people like that.
You can say this is a great neighborhood. You can say there are parks. You can talk about restaurants, but there are certain things that you can't say. So
mm-hmm.
yes, you can
Mm.
talk up the neighborhood. Like you can say there are great eats on this street. And then also it depends on where you're doing real estate because some places will let you say great school district, some people won't. But then also you don't necessarily want to say great because you never know how they feel about that education system. So it's best to just say this is the school district, child. If you I don't know how you feel.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, like even on those shows, they word it in a certain way, so I can see where they're being legal, but yeah, they don't really specify.
Oh, thank you, Chris. You know your shit, Alex. I'm a realtor as well.
Mm, okay.
Now this is also another reason why I like the Philadelphia market. Now this is a little more. This is about 579. So we've got a 1,400 a month HOA. So she's a higher HOA, but even at like the more expensive, this is still a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet. It's about $5,000 a month, which is like that's the higher end. But look at how much you're getting. Like this is like if you're going to say luxury, if you're going to charge $5,000, this is $5,000. This
Actually,
is a nice little castle in the sky where it's like, okay. Excuse
so
me.
Alex, I have a question then, because this is not like the sterile kind that people kind of like make fun of for like modern housing. What's your opinion on that kind of what's it called? Like not architecture, but just like that style. Do you see that as being sold very well, or is it very just a trend?
Wait, what style?
The very sterile, like
Oh, like what do I think about the trend?
yeah, because
I mean, I think you know what I feel. You know how I feel. I feel the same way about the trend that we had in the '80s when you had carpet over everything around the toilet that just gathered feces.
Ooh, whoa,
no, yeah,
Remember that? Maybe you're
yes,
too young, but
whoa.
my grandparents had that. Like
oh,
if you're over 35, you probably had an older relative that had carpet in the bathroom, carpet on the toilet, carpet around, just carpet. That's how I feel about it. I
mm,
feel it, but also it's a trend that will eventually go away, and I feel like now we're starting to move into maximalism again.
yes,
And also, pink toes are always going to need to find something that they can do, and they can do, that boring aesthetic quite well.
hmm it like kills me when they what's it called, renovate, and they like tear down like wooden stairs and nice windows
Oh, you
and
know
stuff.
what though? You know what? A lot of people don't realize, like when they tear stuff like that down, a lot of times that's wood rot. Lord, wood rot. And so them stairs had to come down anyway. And to
Mhm.
replace it to make it look exactly like that would be way more than what they spent on that boring design.
Okay, that's
People
fair.
don't talk about that. Like you're buying an old ass house. Like if they're tearing out a lot of that wood had to go.
Yeah.
Because think about it, if they've got money for all of that renovation, how much was the house when they got it?
Yeah. Yeah.
That's what I want to know. So I know what you're talking about. I've seen those TikToks where it's like, oh, you're destroying this old Victorian house. It's like, baby, that thing probably wasn't kept up that well.
Yeah.
Where the restoration, it's like that's why you only see really, really rich people doing restoration projects because that shit is insane.
Mm-hmm.
Do I think open concept homes are starting to phase out? Um, I haven't seen it yet. I feel like we're kind of well, you know why? Because we're only building luxury houses. So boom, that's why we have a lot more open concept because we're not building starter homes. We're only building luxury houses where open concept kitchens kind of make sense. Or even if it's a closed kitchen, it's still so big, it feels like an open concept kitchen.
Yes. And Kamala wants to make a lot more starter homes, y'all. So
Exactly. And these are starter home. Now, this specific one, this is second home price,
yeah.
but this is this is still feasible where, one person, one very high earner or two people making decent money could definitely purchase this.
Yeah.
It's like, it's still under 600,000. It's still like, we haven't gotten to eight. We haven't gotten to that real realm of like, okay, now you got money. This is like, no, we have a nice house for our kids or a nice house and an office.
Oh, okay, Alice, I'm about to drop down, but this was fun.
Okay, hon.
Okay, thank you. All right, y'all have a
I
good night.
I am loving these bedrooms, but I would say like this is the first, well, not the first, but one of the places that I've seen where I'm like, okay, this is where price meets value.
Yes,
Because price and value, I'll say the places in New York City are very expensive, but it's New York, so there's a level of it's worth it.
mhm.
Even though it is very expensive. But child, out here, I ain't seeing the value.
Yeah, like New York, you're buying also the city too. So it's like you have, you know, the eateries, the lifestyle, the culture. So I think that's what is part and parcel of the price, even though it's still too much. But yeah, San Fran, I don't hear too much about San Fran about stuff like
It's a
New
city that's really going through right now because they've lost their tech industry. They want to stay
York.
very expensive. The crime is out of control.
Yeah.
And it's just, and it's not like violent crime, it's quality of life crime where everything in the stores are all locked up. Oh, good. We've got Chris here. He's a real estate agent. Chris, what are your thoughts? I would love to have somebody else in the business talk to me about this.
Mhm. Yeah, I've
I
been
am a she.
Oh,
Can you
God,
hear
I'm
me?
sorry.
Hi, can you hear me well?
yes, yes, I can hear you great.
Awesome. So I missed the start of your live, but did you already get your license in California?
No, I am getting my license again in Philadelphia, but I can also practice in New York. I used to have my license in New York, and I'm moving back to Philadelphia to do real estate there because I'm like, these prices are honestly in this market, they're kind of unheard of. It's like, wow, they still have starter home prices. And
Yeah.
Wow.
it's a major city where it's like you're 2 hours from New York, you're an hour and well,
Mhm.
no, you're an hour and a half from New York, an hour and a half or an hour from DC.
Mhm.
So you can, if you're a super commuter, you can do both.
Mhm. Yeah.
As well as Philadelphia has restaurants and theater and things to offer and concerts. Like they go to New York. If the concert's in New York, you'll probably get cheaper tickets in Philadelphia. And just it's like, wow, there's still like an oasis of cost of living. Let me go there before they ruin it.
Exactly. And there are I've heard a lot of projects in Philadelphia because there are a lot of rundown homes that they were auctioning off homes for really, really low, like really cheap prices. I'm not sure if we're doing that now, but I know that development is huge right there in Philadelphia right now. I used to live in New York. I've been in LA for 5 years now, and I was a realtor with Keller Williams for a little bit there. And now I live in Silver Lake in LA now. And I got my license in California, but I'm in and out. I've been in property management for 11 years. It's really tough, especially you can't really, it's really tough to like do anything. So
And
I don't
this
know.
is why I didn't get my license out here because it's so tough and the prices are so high. I feel like going back into sales where most people with a normal job can qualify
Mhm.
Yeah.
because doing it in New York, like it was, everyone just had such unrealistic expectations.
Yeah. Yeah.
And do you run into the same thing out here?
Out here, it was easier pre-pandemic. Um, I had a lot of clients. I had a lot of showings. I had a lot of, a clientele. But now with interest rates going up, I kind of went over to being a loan signing agent, and that was the bulk of my money. I got a lot of money during the pandemic for that. And I was able to create connections with real estate agents and title companies and everything. And I put real estate like being a realtor on the back burner. But once I got my license out here, it just interest rates went up to like 6-7%, and nobody was looking for anything. Um, so, but now that it's coming down, I think that it'll get better. I deal with like my backgrounds with like HOAs, condos. I was an assistant general manager, so I have connections there, and I think that's my niche. But yeah, I think I'm sad that you're moving back to the East Coast, though. I thought you loved San Francisco.
It was fun. It's just I have more that I can do over there.
Yeah, yeah. I think it'll work out for you. I think Philly is a great market too. And
Also, I won't have to like I can start in like Center City in Philadelphia and I won't have to get a car immediately. Like I could wait until my first few sales and then buy a car cash rather than if I did real estate out here, you know I would have to have a car and a decent one.
oh, absolutely.
I mean, ever.
But yeah, with the interest rates dropping, I definitely see a lot of more people being able to get back into the market, and people are hungry for prices like these versus, you know, the like you're completely priced out of New York. It's like you're probably going into the office 2 times a week anyway. Just go on and super commute.
Yeah.
So in New York, you would just be in what this in the city, like Manhattan. Like if you do the boroughs, it'll be probably easier for you. I was in the Bronx and I was in Queens as well, and I had a few sales there.
The boroughs
To start.
Yes, to start. I was gonna say to start the boroughs could be. It seems like it's easier, but oh god, that transit time. I feel like if you're going to work for real though, because like you know, people want showings very quickly, and I just feel like I know it wouldn't work with like me trying to be in Philadelphia and work in Queens, but I could definitely do like the Philadelphia market and then the lower Manhattan market.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so that way I've got some high-end stuff that I'm trying to move that we'll just see if anybody clicks on that. And then I've got my regular stuff. But I also have a 2-prong plan. Because I'll be able to do this as, you know, a show and put the apartment videos, because people did love my apartment videos back when I used to do them when I did real estate in New York. That's kind of how the channel got started. I'll also be able to do ads for flooring companies, sink companies, paint companies. Like it'll be something where even if I'm not making money off of a transaction, it's still content for the channel. And it's something that I can make money with that.
And you have a head start because of your connections and your fan base. I think that you'll have more of a head start with this. Yeah, out there.
Yeah, because like people will be like, oh, I actually know somebody that's looking for a house in Philly. Here's a video of something. Does this work? And I definitely feel like that will be something that will help me a lot more than just regular advertising, but also being able to recoup my time from all of the videos and pictures that I do for the apartments, and you know, being able to talk about the buildings and the neighborhoods, and not just having that knowledge, but being able to profit off of it on YouTube as well as with commissions. Because you know, commissions, they especially when you first get back into it, it's like, okay, it may be a good 3 months.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and with all the recent drama with the commissions recently, you know, that kind of deterred my dreams really, because I have to read up into it. I don't know. So I think it was the NAR, National Association of Realtors. They were sued, and it was like over 1 billion, I think, because there was some issue with the sellers paying the buyer's agent's commission.
Yeah, they didn't disclose that they were paying the buyer's agent's commission. So now everybody has to be under contract immediately, and it's definitely a new day, and it'll be interesting to come in where at least it's like, okay, at least I'm learning the new way, not the old way.
Yeah, but now it's up to the buyer to negotiate your commission if you're a buyer's agent, which is weird.
Yeah.
And I think there was an issue with buyers agents steering their buyers to certain listings so that they could get their commission.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the
Oh.
issue. But anyway, it's a tough industry but good luck to you. And when are you moving to Philadelphia?
I'm hoping sometime in November.
Mhm.
I would say
Good for you.
sometime in November. Yeah, it's tough, but I also really think like that two-pronged YouTube plan where it's like, okay, I'm not it's like it's not just the sales that I'm making money off of.
Yeah.
Because I know the people
Yeah.
that have real estate shows, they're making money off everything but sales.
That's
So
Right,
that's how I'm going
exactly.
into this.
oh yeah, they're selling like alcohol, books, all.
Coaching.
Mhm.
But yeah, I
100%.
would definitely tune in for your real estate videos, if any. Like that would be amazing to watch.
Do the
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me. And I gotta hop off
Yes.
here, but I will see you all soon. And
thank
tell
you
a
for
kin, tell a friend, tell that helper you hate.